Victor Spiritual Teachings, Chapter 12, Forgiveness. One of the most important aspects of spiritual opening, and at the same time one of the hardest to go through, is forgiveness. To forgive others, to ask forgiveness for one's wrongdoings, and to forgive oneself and come to terms with the past. This is the chapter that many people postpone and avoid going through, but there is no other way to lighten old burdens from the heart. Old sins of the past can lie like a bruise on the person concerned and are a great obstacle to taking in the God energy in one's heart and body. These things act as a major obstacle and therefore need to be removed. It can be difficult and distressing to deal with oneself, face the wrongdoings of the past, learn to reconcile in your heart, and move forward with a clean slate. There are no shortcuts when it comes to forgiveness, so everyone needs to use the time it takes to go through this process. But as mentioned before, it is a three-part process. And it is good to start with forgiving others. For example, if someone has done something bad to you in the past, then when the same persons come to the mind, as well as the events that happened, negative feelings and thoughts often arise that drag the person down. This can be anger, hatred, and even fear that it could happen again, which therefore creates great distress and suffering. This can happen repeatedly at any time. It sits inside the person and comes up in the mind from time to time with the aforementioned consequences. To release this, the person needs to forgive. Many say that it is not possible to forgive the cruelties that have befallen the person. But with such mindset, we cannot go any further. It is important to learn to accept the past and forgive, and thus free yourself from these burdens. Revenge is never the solution. It only makes matters worse and creates even more anger, hatred, and even fear. It is the evil spiral that grows with each evil deed committed. As before, this must be approached with love because it heals all wounds and is the way forward for good. A person who walks on other things and is evil and cruel toward his neighbor will eventually have to face his actions and make up his mind in the end. The only way to forgive others is to do it with the heart and with feeling. Forgiving with the head has a little effect. One good way is to sit down in a chair and relax well as in meditation. Gain inner peace and balance on the nervous system. Then close your eyes and imagine that the person who is to be forgiven is sitting in front of you. It is important to put your mind down in your heart as when you are praying and talk to and forgive the person. For example, you could say, "For what you have done to me in the past, I will forgive you from the bottom of my heart and ask God to bless you now as always." Then next day you can check if the forgiveness has been successful. It is best to sit down again, close your eyes, calm down and balance your mind and body, and imagine that the person is sitting in front of you again. What feelings are now in your heart? Is it hatred, anger, and or hurt, as it was before the forgiveness? If so, then forgiveness has not succeeded. But on the other hand, if love and affection arise, then it has succeeded. And this person will never again disturb your calm when they come to mind in the future. This chapter is thus closed for good. If the forgiveness has not been successful and anger and hatred arise again, then same forgiveness process must be resumed as before. This is done until love and affection are felt in the heart when the person is taken care of. All of this may sound simple, but it is difficult for many, and often the process must be repeated before it succeeds. But patience will win, and it is important to keep going until forgiveness has been achieved. If there are more than one person who has done damage to you in the past, this is to be repeated. It is good to meditate and go through your life, and then those who have done you wrong will come to mind. If there is anger simmering underneath and hatred in your heart when you think of them, then you need to go through the process of forgiveness. Through this, the awakened person gains complete freedom in relation to others from the past who have repeatedly disturbed his inner peace when they come to mind. Hatred and anger only lead to suffering and distress, whether it is physical or spiritual suffering. These are unnecessary complications of the past, and only forgiveness breaks this vicious circle for eternity. There is no reason to meet the person who did a bad or cruel thing on your lot, but you can forgive as described above. Going and meeting a person who has done evil to others can prolong the process and make matters worse. It is also important to repent of your own wrongdoing towards others and ask God for forgiveness. As before, it is good to sit down in a chair and close your eyes, put your mind in your chest and talk to God. God, my Creator, I repent of my wrongdoing toward others and ask for forgiveness. It is also good to imagine that the person to whom forgiveness is directed is sitting in front of you and to speak directly to him or her and say, I repent of my wrongdoing toward you and ask for forgiveness. As before, it is good to review your life and recall when you did something else. When such thoughts arise and someone you have hurt in the past comes to mind, it is best to repent of the wrongdoing and ask for forgiveness. Such thoughts can come to mind for a long time, but each time you should repent and ask for forgiveness. In the end, you need to forgive yourself for your wrongdoings and come to terms with your past and put it behind you. Let bad things from the past no longer disturb your calm and create discomfort and suffering. It is best to sit down as before and say to yourself, I repent of my iniquities and forgive myself with all my heart. The forgiveness process often takes a long time and puts a lot of strain on the awakened person. This is the phase of spiritual opening that many people push ahead of themselves and avoid going through. But the person who has the courage and the strength and goes through this process will find a great difference in himself. It is as if heavy burdens are lifted, and his mental and physical well-being will improve greatly, and he will experience more lightness and freedom than before. As soon as this is over, all the misdeeds of the past will have been put behind him, and thoughts of the past will no longer disturb his calm. It is no coincidence that forgiveness is a big part of the prayer that Jesus taught about 2,000 years ago. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgiveness is very important now as ever.